between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Morrison. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Burrow. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very looks like the defense up there heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller was looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Perkins carry to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Morrison. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And 1 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They run with Perkins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Steelers' 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Morrison. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
action. Morrison steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throw left side complete. It's Perkins. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the gun, Morrison throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Isaiah McKenzie, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Morrison. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the gun, Morrison. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Steelers 13, Bengals nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Looking low. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big pickup of 38.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now. Burrow on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
From the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this, or this is a score?
They put a score. Give a 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. He'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun again to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Burrow on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a terrific return up to midfield. Now the question, will it stand? There is a marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On 1st down, Morrison buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Morrison dancing to his left. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Morrison. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game.
And look at this. It's a fake. On the move to his left. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Off play action. Morrison flushed out right to the right side and complete to Hurst. 7 yards the pick up there. Off the play fake. Morrison eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Morrison escaping the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow sliding out of the pocket. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Tate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, They have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Off-play action. Morrison. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Steps away to his left. He finds his running back, Mixon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Morrison. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime.
Oh, my goodness.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Steelers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.